you loud in my face. People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my...
Coach, this is the city, Los Angeles, California. That's where we are for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Look, 54, 180. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Watch the slant, watch the slant.
Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Woods coming off by far the best year of his career. 86 catches, over 1,200 yards. Now he's hoping to build on that, but well, he was a key cog in the wheel that took them to the Super Bowl last season. On first down, it's Gurley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
I smell fear in that offense. Check 4, 25, check 25. Back.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And look at this. For the second straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
The last two plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12.
You ain't doing nothing today. Right orbit. 56. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. 56. Mike, 56. 56.
From the gun, here's Goff. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida, and he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
21. Hey, gun. Get that quarterback, Keelan. Hey, Charlie. Quarterback, Keelan.
2nd down, a run with Breida. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up third and about 6.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for third down. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Like 20! Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. Check, crunch. Check.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Able to haul it in is Kittle. A third down gain of 19.
Let's go!
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
2. 13. Whip. Watch the whip. Shit.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That'll be complete to Breida. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida with touchdown number 8 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the backer. Set. 56. Listen.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Switch.
Throwing on third, Goff. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Mike 20. Mike 54. Here we go. Hey, alert 3. He's crashing. He's checked out.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 36-yard line.
Line 20. Check 56. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They'll try the air now with Goff. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Looking for Woods that time.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
21.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Matt Breida out of Georgia Southern now in his third year in a 49er uniform. He was tough to keep off the field last year. Very good yards per carry, 5.3 on 153 attempts. Good for over 800 yards rushing. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Hey, high 7.
Garoppolo. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it's going to be 3rd down and forever.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. They'll set up a screen for Breida. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Situation, let's go. 36. Check 43.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And an alley to run. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. 20, 10, touchdown LA. Todd Gurley, yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. So much talk this week on the other side about slowing him down coming off that great performance, NFC Offensive Player of the Week last week. But long touchdown run there, nobody was stopping it.
Yeah, good luck for that because that was an explosive run. You know, in the NFL, they describe that as any run over 10 yards. Some teams say 15. He went over 20-plus on that one.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And you start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not pump the ball again.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and that'll bring up second down.
Here we go. 180! I got him. Watch 15. Mark 15. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. Six. Check three.
To throw is Garoppolo. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Well, Pettis is quickly becoming the #1 receiving option for Jimmy Garoppolo. Into last year, John Lynch said that they loved the way he closed the season, really came on late. Remember, this is a guy that they traded up to get at number 44 back in 2018 out of the University of Washington. On first down, here's Breida. Tackle there by Clay Matthews.
Well, they had that one snipped out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
15's the mic. I got 15. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Here we go. 180! Check safety. 21. Hey, Delta. Let's go, D. Kill.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And that one will skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line.
At their own 15-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Now gone. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Check 3.
Here's Gurley. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Whoa! Let's get it.
All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL.
Watch the screen. Switch.
Ric Flair.
Third and long. It's gone. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. And this is a guy who last week not only helped his real team, but really helped a lot of fantasy teams. 3 trips to pay dirt. They've got to contain him. And
watching him play is like going to lunch with you when you order that combo plate, right? In this case, his combo plate is he can go over the top of you and catch it in front, turn it into a big gain, run past you, and then uses his size and his physical abilities to keep you away from the football. Hard to defend this guy.
Reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle him up at different levels, that front line's got to take care of business. Otherwise, he starts to sift through.
54.
On 2nd and 7, Goff. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
On 2nd down and 4. Goff under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
In your face.
Just beating the play clock is gone. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Cut. 180. 12.
Hey, D-back, let's go. Pick it up, D. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, gone. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch 54. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. So, boy, that's already the third they've burned here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the fourth quarter. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
11.
I got one. Alert 3. Alert 3. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Jump.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll be a 2nd and long. He's looking for another 4-sack game. That's how many he had last week. That's his 3rd.
And when I watch him rush the passer, the thing that always comes to mind for me is how well he uses his hands.
Here we go.
The martial arts stuff that a lot of guys do in the offseason to work on those, paying dividends for him. He's getting home in a big way.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some. He don't want it. Shoot.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
A gain of 13 yards.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
Here we go. Right 20.
Mike 58, right there. I got you. Sponge. No. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Check 99.
21. Be dead.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Intended for Dante Pettis. Incomplete. John Johnson on the coverage.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. 21.
Here's Breida, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Here we go. 180. 58. Come on. Out. You go tight.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 14.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Here we go. 180.
Now it's Breida. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Michael Brockers in on the stop.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
11. Line 15. Let's go.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows that throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. CD, you know there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco in 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, 2, than he did field goals, 1, in the 2018 season.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Goff now to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Stay at home, stay at home. Stay at home, stay at home. Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. Switch up, switch up.
And the blitz does come. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
Here we go, here we go.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jarek McKinnon. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Back now in Los Angeles. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter.
Here we go. 180!
Mike 15, quit talking about it.
21. Here we go.
Chuck.
2. Say hut.
Right, let's go. Hey, Mike.
Alpha.
15.
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
You gonna see me and your nightmare. He's checking. Crash. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
21. Here we go.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. And he's going to go down again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
It's a pickup of 6.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Jared Goff, 4 times last year, he led the Rams on a fourth-quarter comeback. He obviously didn't do it in Super Bowl 53, but can he do it here?
We're good.
Here's Gurley now out of the gun. He finds some open field here. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, 77 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter, and don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just one score. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync,
Here we go.
stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Man.
Watch your team. Watch your team.
They run with Breida. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
White. Switch.
Garoppolo now. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Tighten up. Check 50.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
You got three down. Check. Lucky.
65.
Shit.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And that's complete to Sanders. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Hey, we got to seal. Slam, slam, slam. Rush in, rush in, rush in. Check, 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 check. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. A beautiful fake. And Sanders has got it complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
Who got 17? Who got 17? Pick me up. Here we go. Kill, kill, kill. Patch it, patch it. Nice and much. Flag. Oh, dang, punt.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Fowler, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey,
2 for 1. 2 for 1.
Back to throw. And he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
let's go. Let's do it.
A gain on the play. And the Rams 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Hey, I'm coming. I'm coming. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Hey, kill.
From the pistol, it's Gurley. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Watch the screen.
Hold on. Check.
Check. Fresno.
Rebound, 152 fighter.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Tonight, 120.
Check. Walk 54. All right. Here we go. Let's go, B. Let's go.
Orange.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley.
Hey, switch gears.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
following the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. He's back to throw. And he's taken down inside the 30. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 28.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
And they will get the timeout. So 3 seconds remaining, and they can trot out the field goal unit and try to send this one to overtime. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. With 3 seconds to go, if it's good, we're off to overtime. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far.
Here we go.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. First throw of OT for Garoppolo. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. A costly mistake here at OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
All day, just like that. Just like that. Shit! Check 3, check 3. Whip.
Another carry now for Gurley. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Louis.
Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
65.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
What? 20.
54 Mike. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. tighten up. Kill.
DC.
Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Here we go, tonight. Like 20.
Check. Walk 54. So don't say nothing. Hey,
5.
he's crazy.
Now Gurley. The tackle by Eric Armstead. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Gurley. He's got the first down here inside the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
I'm coming. Check 13. 36.
Hey, let's go.
Check.
Go, Brown.
Check 9.
Brown.
What?
Brown.
Now it's Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 49ers' 30-yard line.
Set. 180.
Hey, it's coming up. Hey, let's go.
Shell. Turbo, set.
They run. It's Gurley.
Check three.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Check 52. Check 24. Check 24.
On the jet sweep, they get this to Cooks. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights.